Dollars and Cents, a weekly segment where I help answer your important money questions. This week, we're talking about unemployment benefits. A viewer wrote in asking, why have my benefits stopped even though I qualify for more? I can't get a hold of California's Employment Development Department to find out why. Tonight, we look at the best ways to get answers for your EDD questions and what could be holding up your payments.
It's frustrating, and it's pretty much a job, trying to do this, and I don't know what's happening.
Brandon Bolenbacher had been receiving unemployment benefits after being seasonally laid off earlier this year. He tells me his payments stopped unexpectedly, and he wasn't able to continue a necessary step to keep getting payments.
And so at this point, I don't know what to do. So I'm just kind of in limbo.
Brandon's roadblock and frustration, he couldn't certify.
I check the mail. I try to certify online, but there's some kind of block, and there's no one to reach out to and see what happened.
Here's what certify means and why it's so important to Brandon and to anyone else who wants to receive EDD unemployment benefits. In California, every 2 weeks you need to certify in order to get your unemployment benefits for those weeks. Certification involves answering a series of questions to determine continued eligibility for the unemployment insurance benefits. You will not get paid until you certify, and if you fail to certify in a timely manner, your claim may be closed, and you will need to reopen it or file a new claim. The process is rigorous, mandatory, and sometimes overwhelming.
You need to just take a deep breath and realize that it's going to take some time. It may not be as quick as you would like, but they will get back to you.
I reached out to EDD and Jennifer Shaw, lawyer and president of Shaw Law Group, who recommends going online first at the Ask EDD website.
And I know it might feel like it goes into a black hole, but the folks we work with, actually, most of them get a very quick response with Ask EDDs.
For unemployment benefits, Jennifer also recommends creating and logging into your EDD account on UI Online to see what your file and status looks like.
We've seen a pretty radical turnaround in terms of accessibility and in terms of consumers being able to get the information they need.
But it's not necessarily one size fits all. Brandon says he couldn't find answers to his situation online. Keep in mind, Jennifer says, with new funding and improved online systems, communicating your questions and concerns with EDD has improved in the past few years.
And I tell folks, don't give up. That's your money. If you've been paying into the unemployment insurance system or the paid family leave system, state disability insurance, that's your money. That's your benefit. Don't give up.
Good news. After 3 weeks since we started working on this story, Brandon tells me he got a call back from EDD and was able to successfully connect with a representative. He was told there was a clerical error on his account regarding an old email. It has now been corrected, and he expects his payments to resume again shortly. So,
what a relief there, huh? But I know you did mention people struggling to get through the EDD over the phone. Does the timing of their call matter?
Yes, I'm going to underline that, put it in bold. Yes, Jennifer says that the least effective way to get a hold of someone at EDD is through the phone, especially on a Monday. So circle that on your calendar too. Now, there is a special sense of urgency when people reach out to EDD. So they're trying and calling even at different times of the day. But Jennifer says part of the problem with that tactic is you never really get in a queue. Nobody ever really knows that you've been trying to reach them. So if you start with the UI Online or the Ask EDD, you're recorded. You actually have some kind of a placeholder. And she says the people that she helps have had a lot of success with that.
And that's all we're looking for, huh?
Yes, absolutely.